Get through the morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
Welcome to the Say Good Day, Have a Latte and Stay for a No Cafe.
Great to have you on board.
Yep.
Trust that you met the General. Yes, he's back.
Security peacock.
Yep.
Look,
Monday
okay.
to Thursday he works.
Let's just be transparent here. The General had an affair with Abby in the newsroom.
It was completely fine. Look, he's had several incidents involving customers, but instead of just flicking him off, he's such a big bird with big personality. We thought we'll send him to rehab.
Yep.
Sure, he's a sex addict, but that's fine. Like, he's good now.
Yep.
And he's on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, it's fine. 13 24 10 if you'd like a week's worth of coffee. You just have to navigate the General, but that's okay.
Do you know what? He's Persian as well.
Yep.
You can get away with that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
And
true.
he's an exotic bird.
Yep. And when the General's clean, General's great. It's just when, he starts to veer down that path.
He's like, is he being super friendly? Is he being a bit flirtatious?
Yeah, is he being a bit featherly?
Next minute, he's like genuinely licking your face. You're like, well, okay, let's just go along with it.
Is that the General or the barista?
Not the barista. I tell you what, he also had a couple of meetings with HR.
Yes, exactly. Let's go to Ava from Paynham South. Good morning, Ava.
Good morning.
Oh, welcome to our cafe. Have you been before?
No.
Oh, gosh.
Welcome,
Wow. It's a good vibe. Enjoy it. Soak it up, Ava.
How'd you go with the General, Ava?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, what are you having, Ava?
This morning.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What coffee can we get
cafe
you?
latte.
Yeah, cafe latte.
It's good.
Actually, our specialty. So
Is it?
Ava's in a pretty good spot. So.
I didn't realise you had a specialty.
So,
I didn't realise you had a
it's
specialty.
all coffee, really, but...
Yeah.
So, oh, God, what's that?
What is that?
Oh, it's
Are they
bloody bats again.
Oh, the bats.
Oh, they're in here.
Oh, dear.
Judge, can you just... Yeah, don't near my hair.
Oh,
Gross.
no. Yeah.
That's really gross. Can you just get that bat out of here, please?
Shoo.
Open up the door.
Shoo.
There he goes. There he
There
goes.
we go.
Beautiful. He's gone.
Thank goodness for that, Ava.
Oh, watch out for that power line bat. Oh, no. Oh, no, he's dead.
If
He's
you missed
dead.
it, you missed it early.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, no. What happened?
what happened?
Oh, we're out of
Oh,
power.
no, the power's
Oh, sorry. Sorry, Ava, you still there?
Yeah.
Now, we're halfway through this coffee, so,
you're
yeah.
right.
You might just have to take a water and go home.
Yeah. Oh, that's all right. We'll fix you up, Ava. Don't worry. We'll sort something out. It's all
Oh,
good.
good. Oh, my gosh. Those bloody bats,
Oh, the
isn't
music's
it?
gone out. God.
Unbelievable. Sorry, everyone's got to get out. Everyone out of the Say Good Day, Have a Latte, Stay for a No Cafe, please. I know.
Hey,
It's just one of
settle
those
down.
things.
There's not much we can do when bats take the power out.
Every single time. All right. I guess we'll try and get the power back on, and the Say Good Day, Have a Latte, Stay for a No Cafe returns tomorrow, I assume.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Good.
Oh, it just makes your skin crawl.
Let's talk bats.
Yeah.
Finally.
Listen to them. Just congregating,
This is-
plotting, backstabbing you.
This is why we're talking bats. Okay. So picture this, Andrew Hayes.
Yeah.
The scene is Brown Hill Creek this week. Bat flies into power lines. Boop, dead.
Oh, gross.
Carcass falls onto the ground. Yep. Still on fire. And then starts a blaze through the hills of Brown Hill Creek. Now, you might go, wow, a bat started a fire. Not uncommon, my friend. So, in fact, last year there were 55 instances of sustained bat outages affecting 72,000 customers.
Hang on, you're kidding. So
Who
this
knew?
is a genuine thing.
100%. But don't worry, because SA Power Networks are all across it. They've got strategies in place, you guys. So this on 9 News last night.
Fire Corps investigators today finding the charred remains of a flying fox, believing the animal came into contact with the power line, causing the fire as it hit the ground. Bats have become an increasing problem for SA Power Networks, which says the state's rapidly growing colony will likely cause more power outages this year.
We expect this to be our worst year for bat-related outages.
You feel like they know what they're doing too.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be disrespectful to the bats. However, sometimes when you're doing a news story like that and you have to stand there and say bats will cause more power outages, sustained ones this year, you feel a bit silly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what about this? I've got some bat facts for you.
Oh, good.
So-
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Go for it.
So since settling in South Australia over a decade ago, Botanic Park, you won't be surprised to hear, has become home to 46,000 46,000 flying foxes, also known as fruit bats, forming the state's largest mega bat colony.
There you go. I love it.
Whoa. And have you ever driven through the parklands at night when they all go on the move together? Whoa.
Oh, that is so disgusting.
But it's actually quite intimidating.
Yeah, because you can see there's enough moonlight where you can see them.
Yeah.
And you see like the shadows and everything. It's the stuff out of horror movies.
Yeah, and you go, geez, the Joker's on the move.
Yeah.
Isn't he? What's going on here?
Yeah, and that bat might just land in your hair and bite you on the neck and then, boop, you're a vampire.
Yeah. So most of the outages occur in the early hours of the morning. So the young bats get tired, they're foraging for food, and they land on the electricity pole tops for a bit of a rest, and then boop.
Done.
Yep. Which begs the question on 13 24 10. What did the animal ruin? What did your pet ruin?
Yeah.
And our best caller will win an epic fringe pack. So you can go see Arj Barker, Stephen K. Amos, and the best of the Ed. Visit adelaidefringe.com.au.
Years and years ago, I used to have a couple of rabbits.
Oh,
Yeah, a couple of rabbits.
Is this back on the farm?
No, this is when I lived in Adelaide, and rabbits, absolute slaves for chewing through phone cords.
Oh,
Phone cords and phone chargers.
Yeah,
I reckon I went through about 7 or 8 phone chargers, and one day this particular rabbit, I've woken up in the middle of the night and it was looking me dead in the eye, just chewing through this charger. And then as soon as it was done, scattered, left off. I know what you're thinking, why wasn't it in a cage? We basically had a couple of free-range rabbits.
no, that's not what I'm thinking.
No.
What I am thinking is, why did you have rabbits as pets?
Oh, I've got no idea. I had rats back in the day. We've had rabbits.
You've had rats?
We've also had a guinea pig.
Oh, my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Is this because you were missing home?
I don't know.
Farm?
I don't know. Never again, though.
13 24 10. So Sid, our killer toy cavoodle, yesterday I caught her eating some of that silica gel. We had some stuff delivered, like some furniture, those
Sid.
silica gel packets. And then this morning she chewed through one of Harper's dummies, and so she was just dry reaching out the front. And I'm like, I can't deal with this. I'm just going to leave and go to work.
Yeah, that's gross. And lucky for Sid, she's only a tiny dog. If she was a big dog, she'd be in all sorts of outrageous stuff. I'm sure Tank and Tori
Yeah, Tank
have
and
done
Tori.
some damage.
A couple of sausage dogs just looking for trouble.
Yeah,
What have they
they've done
chewed
some
through?
damage. They have a thing for underwear that's been worn.
Classic. Yeah,
Love
that's a
to-
dog thing.
Yeah, that's a massive dog thing. Tank also chewed through a $120 MacBook charger.
Oh, no.
So that was fun.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Tank.
What else? Yeah, just random bits of stuff. Oh, a library book, and I thought I'd get away with it. So I borrowed a library book and Tank chewed a few pages, and I thought, they won't know.
Nah.
So I sent it back, and then I got a bloody bill in the thing saying,
Yeah.
there's damages to this book. You owe us $100.
Yeah, what is it? Tank try and read it and then went, screw it, can't read it, just going to eat it.
I think he just didn't agree with the content in there, so he went, stuff this and ate it,
Yeah, right.
as he does
go.
with most things.
Yeah.
13 24 10. Get involved in this morning. What did your pet ruin?
Yeah, my dog used to always eat my homework. No, not really.
Please don't ever do that again.
Okay, sorry about that.
Good morning, Annie.
Good morning, Jodie and your pet horse.
How did you know, Annie, that she was my fearless owner?
I like to stroke his mane every single morning. Go, come here.
It gives me a good brush.
As you would, yes, of course. Well, we had a Labrador cross who ate like a third of the back seat of the old Commodore station wagon.
Oh my
He
God.
just ate the whole lot. We had to put the kids on a cushion for years because we couldn't afford a new car.
Yeah. Sorry, that seat belongs to the dog now,
Yeah.
and he won't have any other options.
That settles the old argument between the kids. Oh, I want to sit in the middle. Oh, I want to sit there. Well, you've got no choice.
The dog's sitting there.
The dog's. Thank you, Annie. Let's go to Shane. What did the pet ruin?
Yeah, not as exotic as a bat, mate, but my little spoodle ate my passport a day before I was going overseas.
No. What did you do?
Oh, mate, I couldn't do anything, mate. I had to, postpone it to go to, another month afterwards. So.
So what you?
Dog's not stupid, mate. Wanted us to stay home with it.
Yeah. Very, very clever.
What's your spoodle's name?
Molly.
Molly. How did it get access to it? Is the question, Shane?
Well, it was on top of the suitcase ready to go for in the morning, the early flight. And then, meanwhile, she said, well, you're not going.
Yeah.
Well, Shane, dogs know. Dogs know when you're going away. The
Oh,
minute
they do.
our dog sees a suitcase, it goes absolutely coco.
Yeah, and incontinent normally.
I've been there with a dog or two. I'll tell you what. Our little Indiana who just passed away, completely incontinent.
She was so incontinent. But that was a sign that it was time, wasn't it?
Anything with oodle in it as well, impossible to get angry at.
Yeah.
Spoodle, moodle,
Yeah.
poodle, labradoodle,
Cavoodle.
cavoodle,
All the oodles.
all the oodles.
Thank you, Shane. Let's go to Andrew. What did the pet ruin, Andrew?
Hey, good morning, guys. I've got a puppy dog, and she got into the chicken packet and got the little plastic bit, the sort of absorbent thing at the bottom of the chicken pack, and ate that, and then did this giant kind of half turd, half vomit on our brand new carpet that we'd put in as part of a house renovation. But that wasn't really the main problem. The issue came that as part of the renovation, we also got one of those robot vacuum cleaners, and we didn't manage to get to the vacuum cleaner in time before it kind of ran over this horrendous mess and threw it a giant turd tornado.
What an absolute disaster. What about, I think they're called Roombas, those little things, those little auto vacs.
Yeah.
What about your Roomba for the first time? It's its first job in your new house.
Yeah.
Andrew, it's like, whoa.
We needed a new room for a new rug and a new dog after that.
Oh. Andrew, was it one of those little silica gel packets? Is that what it was?
No, you know when you buy like a pack of chicken breast and it's got that absorbent kind of pad at the bottom of
yuck.
Yeah.
It was big. Yeah. It was big.
That is intense.
Oh, Andrew, you need to go to the Fringe after that. We're going to give you an epic Fringe pack for you. You can go and see Arj Barker, Stephen K. Amos, and the best of the Ed with 3 mates. Thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, that's amazing. Oh, thank you so much for your calls.
That RoboVac had one job to make things better.
Yeah, still in therapy as well. What about the little hybrid, half turd, half vomit? Oh my gosh, what a combination.
Our next guest is Australia's favourite redhead, host of Hard Quiz, Taskmaster, and winner of the prestigious Gold Logie for the most popular person on our telly. He's the stand-up king here for the Fringe with his new show Gear. He's not afraid to roast anyone or anything. Please welcome to the studio, Thomas Francis Gleeson.
Tom Gleeson, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, welcome back to Adelaide.
Oh, it's a treat to be here. I'm here for the whole month, doing the whole thing, doing the Fringe for 4 weeks, and I've moved in.
Hey, Tom, I'm gonna peel the Band-Aid off. In fact, rip it off. Right about now, because I have come across an email that has been sent to the Australian Broadcasting Corporation, otherwise known as the ABC.
Yes.
It's a bit of solid feedback about your work on Hard Quiz. You ready for this?
All right. Who sent that to you? The ABC?
Yes. Auntie.
Okay.
Just a really wise, conservative viewer of the ABC.
Yeah. It's what they call a leaked email.
Oh, okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
Whenever Gleeson's third-rate Hard Quiz show is on, Tom Gleeson has never said anything funny in his life. He's funny, there's some inverted commas there, brand of smutty rudeness, lowers the civility and politeness of society. And appeals only...
Hang on. What, I'm a third-rate show, but I'm influencing all of society.
Yes.
So I can't be third rate and influencing society. That doesn't make sense.
Not my words, mate. Don't get mad at me. Okay. Civility and politeness of society and appeals only to undereducated dimwits.
Oh,
there we go.
The emphasis by canned laughter, there is obviously no audience present, on what is supposedly humorous illustrates what a basket case the show is. Gleeson is just another ABC parasite on the public purse who would be better employed using his height to get their stacked shelves in a supermarket.
Oh my gosh. Wow, there's a lot in that.
Don't play.
First of all, using my height to stack shelves, there are things called ladders.
Yeah.
So they've forgotten that. And the canned laughter and no audience, that doesn't make sense. Like in every episode of Hard Quiz, I often talk to the audience.
Right.
And they'll cut to the audience and you'll see footage of them and I'm chatting to them.
Okay.
So who's the undereducated dimwit? This person who wrote this email. They can't even tell whether an audience is present or not.
I'll tell you what,
they'll probably come to my sold-out show at the Adelaide Fringe and go, "Oh, it's an empty venue." Is it? Who Look at all these people surrounding you, enjoying themselves. They are undereducated dimwits, and I love them.
Yes.
With the shoes on the other foot, man.
Can I ask that anything,
Yes.
I use the word gentleman very loosely here, but does that ever cut to the bone, or are you so impervious to feedback that's negative now?
That feeds you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's Hard Quiz has been the highest rating show on the ABC for 5 years. It's won 5 awards. That email means jack to me. It really does. But I mean, I love hearing it. I love the confidence with which someone writes that.
Yeah.
Like they've watched the show and thought, oh, this will get to him. I mean, nothing gets to me. That's the whole point of the show.
Oh, no.
But having said that, turn up to my live show.
Yeah.
And you can heckle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You may get to me. You never know. You might just find that little chink in my armour and upset me, and I'll retire.
Yeah. Look, I made Tom Gleeson cry on stage. No, you didn't.
A bug must have flown into his eyeball. They're not real tears. Hey, Tom, there is probably one thing we need to tell you. There's one opportunity for Jodie to go actually see a show.
Oh, great.
So she doesn't know I'm about to say this, but she's weighing up. She's got some options.
I wouldn't have thought that you would say this while Tom Gleeson was in the room.
Yeah, do you go see Tom Gleeson live? Fantastic show. Or do you play the last game of the year for social netball, and that is the Adelaide Wildcats B3, who aren't going to play finals, by the way. So do you go play over 40s and potentially risk doing your Achilles again?
It's genuinely
It's
not.
over 50s.
It's not over. It's open to everyone. I play with 20-year-olds.
What time's the game?
Is there any 20-year-olds?
Yeah. The game's at about 8:30.
8:30?
Yep.
Okay. Well, my show's on at 6:50 every night, so it finishes at 7:50 on the dot because I'm a professional. So you've got plenty of time to watch the show, maybe do a few stretches during it, and then you can go straight from the show to your game. Well, there you go. Happy days.
Do you want me to come dressed in my uniform?
Oh, look, that sounds like a fetish now.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Front row, please.
Yes, so finally he's crying. Got him crying.
Yeah, that will really throw me.
Oh, he's a woman who is past her 40s.
Someone who's around my age dressed in something that looks kind of like a school uniform will really throw me off. I'll be like, Chrissy Amplett's in. Anyway, that's a reference no one's going to get.
No, I get it because I'm old enough to get it.
Okay, I know, but I'm thinking about your audience. It's Nova. How good's TikTok? I love Tay-Tay. I'm just trying to fit in. I'm 49. Bloody hell. It's not easy.
He's just a smidge older than me.
Yeah. Tom, we love you. Love your show as well. Does so well each and every year. Get some tickets from adelaidefringe.com.au. It's called Gear. We love that you're here.
And
thank you.
Just during the last 5 minutes of your set on the Tuesday, if you see a woman sprinting out in a Wildcats uniform, you know that's me. I've got to get there to
go, Jodie. Good luck. Don't tear a tendon. Make sure you stretch.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
What's in the news today?
Your post-snooze news.
No Bruce Abernathy just yet. You're okay. You're all right.
Not time for
David
Clippers
Koch.
just yet.
It's okay. Hang in there.
What are we talking?
Oh, don't you look horrified, mate.
David
You started it. You started it.
We're so mean to each other and I love it.
All right, what we got in the news, Abs?
Okay, so we're going to talk about the Gazer Football Club. Essentially, if you remember last week or the week before, we were talking about how the football club had been done for serious breaches of the salary cap for between 2018 and 2022. So we're over 200 breaches of the salary cap. Essentially, what's happened is the Independent Salary Cap Commissioner has handed down the recommended penalties for the club overnight. They include a fine of $186,000 and the loss of 6 premiership points.
Whoa.
Now, obviously, we know as a small club, this would just completely decimate them.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to see whether the fines and sanctions will actually be put to them. So it's a bit of a wait and see, but that's what they're facing at the moment.
Wow. Solid, isn't it?
Just quickly Googling to see how many premierships they won in that time where they were allegedly, they've been found guilty of breaching this salary cap.
Yeah.
And I can't read this stat sheet, so whatever, let's move on.
Yeah, so just to make a little bit of a comment on that, to be able to govern what every football club is doing, and I'm talking about every football club outside of the AFL, it's really, really hard.
Well,
so if you're hearing this for the first time and you're like, whoa, Gazer are cheating.
Well, no. I'm
not trying to stitch anyone up here, but I tell you what, for a team, any team in any competition in Australia, let alone South Australia, that's 100% going by the rules.
Right.
Because you've got to do it to survive.
I think you mentioned, that you'd be hard-pressed not to find a club who hasn't been in breach of salary cap.
Yeah.
Possibly.
So now I've got every single club outside of the AFL in Australia against me.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm trying to do.
That's cool.
I'm just trying to say that it's hard to keep up with the competition, basically, when there's a lot of stuff going on that we don't know about.
And remarkably, you've managed to achieve that here on Nova and not SEN.
Gosh, what about you?
So that's amazing. Well done.
Ticking so many boxes.
Yeah.
Speaking of footy,
Awful
though,
boxes.
you've got something else for us, Hayesy?
Yeah, let's talk about Joel Smith from the Melbourne Football Club.
Wow.
So, I mean, he was initially in this stage hoping for a 3-month ban for a positive urine sample, which was collected when the Demons defeated Hawthorn by 27 points in round 23, tested positive to cocaine. Geez, I tell you what, Abs, it's since taken a very, very aggressive turn since then. Don't worry about 3 months, getting it reduced from 4 to 2 to 3 months. He's now been researched by all these sports governments and governing bodies, and potentially he now gets done for trafficking.
Yeah, Sport Integrity Australia have come out and basically said they're investigating trafficking or attempted trafficking, but essentially that means he was trying to offer whatever he had on him to his teammates.
Right.
So not trafficking in the normal sense is my vibe.
So basically possession, and also maybe you would say in a situation like this, sharing with teammates. They've done a probe, they've found all sorts of texts, incriminating texts to teammates, etc. So this went from a really nasty ban to, I mean, who knows what he gets from here? Probably at least 4 years.
Drug trafficking is jail term.
Well, that's what they're saying as well. I mean, what happens? When does it go from outside of sport into something else?
Yeah.
And then obviously do you start claiming recreational use? All those types of things. Very sticky
because the
and complicated.
police could also step in then and do their own investigations.
Yep.
Which
So
means
I
then the criminal side comes into it.
I definitely don't want to put you on the spot here, but is cocaine an issue in the AFL? Because I won't put you on the spot. I don't want to back you into a corner. But I've heard that it's preferable, I guess, to alcohol in the sense that you can get up on a Sunday morning and go and train and you don't smell like alcohol, and you can mask the effects a lot better with this drug than perhaps you can do with having a big night in the booze.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a clue.
No.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but it's a very interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Let's do something lighter, and that is maths. So last night, Ridge.
Let's straighten up. Let's
Let's really straighten up. Ridge, as in Ridge from The Bold and the Beautiful, got married last night to Jade, and his choice of words as she was walking down the aisle were beyond questionable. Let's have a listen.
Can't lie, I'm a bit nervous about if I'm going to be attracted to her or not. I need to be attracted to her because at the end of the day, I'm not going to get hard for her personality. So I've tried, it doesn't work. That's the number one in my head. I'm not much a religious man, but I'll be praying.
Okay, I'm just hearing that for the first time. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get something for a personality. Is that what you said?
That's what he said.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Way to make the entire nation not think you're a good guy.
Despise you. Despise you. And then he was like, he basically, producer Zoe was saying that like all his mates were chanting like, Deece, as in she's decent.
He in the middle of the vows turned to the boys and said, boys, can I get a Deece?
Just like that.
Oh my God.
But he's 27. Like, I'm sorry.
You should know better at 27.
But you are not ready for marriage and all the rest of it at 27. I think back to when I was 27, did not have my life together.
Yeah. But it's also a bloke just reducing a woman to what she looks like.
Well, that's the other thing.
Oh, can I get a D for you know what? D-head.
D
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think he said, I'm looking for nice eyes, nice smile, and a decent rig.
Right.
And then he said, a tidy rig, I think is what he said.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
God, as the mother of 4 girls, avoid men like that at all costs.
This is why more women are turning to
being lesbians. We said this yesterday.
There you go.
Yeah.
14 minutes past 6. That is your post-snooze news. Coming up next, Jodes is going to drop the first question for the 6:15 vending machine quiz. Can I get a deuce?
Can I get a deuce?
What about this? Cleaner sacked for eating leftover tuna sandwich, and she's taken legal action. Makes you sick to your stomach, doesn't it? So a cleaner in the UK is going to get the lawyers involved after she was fired for eating a leftover sandwich from a discarded platter. Her name's Gabriela Rodriguez. She's from Ecuador. She was basically been for 2 years cleaning the offices of all these fancy lawyers. And she was sacked just before Christmas for taking client property without authority or reasonable excuse. It's now going to hit the courts, which is a bit of an inception thing for the law firm itself. But hopefully she wins and hopefully she gets a lot of money because I am firmly on her side.
Are you?
Absolutely.
So if someone has a meeting in the boardroom at work, there's a plate of sandwiches, no one ever cleans
Spot
off
on.
that plate, ever, and then they park it in the kitchen for everyone else to have the leftovers. Do you partake?
I'll do some research as to whose fingers have been on the sandwich.
Oh, okay.
But for the most part, yes, absolutely.
Do you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would. And I've got an example for you as well. And I reckon I've told you this before, and the judgment back then was quite fierce. And hopefully you've calmed down in this space since. I remember being at Enzo's.
Yeah.
And sure, we'd have 2 or 3 beers.
Yeah. When you say 2 or 3, you sound like my husband. Oh, I just had a couple. A couple is anywhere from 2 to 14.
Yeah.
So where on the scale did that fit?
Okay, what's the next bracket? No. It was only just a couple of beers because, as you know, Enzo's do fantastic pizzas.
Yes.
Very expensive. Mm-hmm. Very expensive. But if you want a solid, good pizza experience, you go to Enzo's.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember turning up there and there was a full pizza sitting on the bar with 1 piece missing.
Okay.
And through much discussion with my colleagues, including the great Bruce Abernethy,
Yes.
and also the bar staff around, who gave us a solid description of that person who had the pizza, we all decided that, we're going to eat that pizza. 100%. It was almost cold.
Oh.
But as if you'd let that go to waste.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure about eating other people's food after they're done with it.
Well, what if you know that they're a normal, clean person?
How do you know that, though?
Because you asked the bar staff.
These are the same people that put nuts on the bar day in, day out.
Yeah, don't touch nuts on bar, by the way.
hand.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do not touch those nuts on bars because you know exactly where they've been. Fingers have been in there. They should have been washed better in the bathroom, all sorts of things. But for a pizza,
okay.
And even if you went as far as going, it's a full pizza with 1 slice gone, even if you took out the 2 slices next to the missing slice.
That's what I'd do.
And then went from there.
Yeah, I think that's okay.
So you might actually do it. So you definitely eat food from strangers. Great. Okay, let's just lock that in.
No, that is not what I'm saying. The only time I'm tempted in this space is I'm an absolute sucker for a hot chip.
Yeah.
Just a couple. And so, sometimes when you see, like maybe at the footy, when a couple of chips fall onto the bench and you've seen it unfold in real time and you go, that chip has gone from the fryer to that bucket and it's fallen on the bench.
Yeah.
That's when I'm tempted.
Okay.
Just to nom, nom, nom.
Yeah. And as you know, with you and me in our relationship, it's the biggest ick that I have.
Yes.
It's possible. Is you just trying to steal my food constantly, sometimes before I've even created it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes as it's going into my mouth.
Yep.
You're like that parrot just sort of swoops in. Ooh, gone.
Yeah.
Like a dog jumping up and biting a Pringle out of my hand every single time just before it's going, yum, yum,
Okay.
yum.
I will say guilty as charged. However, did you just compare me to a dog?
Yeah, absolutely. One of those little chihuahuas. That's what I'm saying as well.
Right.
I can picture it right now as well. With all the troubles that we've got, my last breath. You know what my last meal would be?
What's going to
It
be?
would be some chips.
Yep.
I'd be sitting there trying to enjoy my chips as my last meal.
Yep. Ooh, can I just have a little nibble of that?
And I muster up all of my energy. No, piss off. Dead.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork is happening?
What the fork? These are these little things that you see every single day and you go, what the fork is going on there? Let's do the concert edition this morning, shall we?
Yeah.
What about this? A pregnant Swiftie started experiencing contractions during the 3-hour show, but decided, you know what? I'm going to stick this puppy out until the very last song.
But the baby that was inside was like, I want to see Taylor Swift.
Yeah. And I don't know what the last song that she sang was. It, I don't know, Love Story? I don't know. What was it, Producer M?
I think it was Karma.
Karma.
Oh.
Karma is my boyfriend. Yeah. That baby's like, nah, I'll just hang out in here until she sings Karma and then off to the hospital we'll go and I'll come Earthside then.
Yeah. Labour can, sometimes these babies know no timing.
No.
The sense of timing is just awful.
I know, and that poor woman's probably spent a fortune on tickets, was looking forward to it for months and months and months. And can you imagine halfway through the concert being like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's happening now.
And what if you're sitting next to her and you're just looking at her and you're like, is she going into labour? You just be sitting there looking at her going,
What the fork?
Yeah.
What the fork?
Yep. To be fair, Tennille Smith was 39 weeks and 5 days pregnant on the Saturday when she headed out to the MCG for the Eras Tour show. And she posted online, she was like, 39 plus 5, we made it to Taylor Swift, but then started having what she thought were Braxton Hicks and then went, oh, no, this is the real deal.
So it wasn't a totally shocking situation for her.
39 weeks and 5 days? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
It would have been more shocking if she didn't go into labour at that point. Unbelievable stuff.
Fair enough.
So let's do this morning, 13, 24, 10. What did you see at the concert?
Yeah. Some outrageous things that you've seen. I'll kick it off if you don't mind.
Oh, God, here we go.
Let me take you back to, I reckon it was 2002. We're in Sydney, we're out at Homebush, and we're watching the one and only 50 Cent, who was there to support Obi Trice.
I don't know what you heard about me.
It's fair to say Obi Trice didn't go on to do much after that. But 50 Cent was excellent. But then late in the gig, one of my mates got absolutely rolled.
What do you mean?
He got robbed.
Wow.
Someone came up and they said that they had a knife and said, give me your wallet. So I gave him his wallet. I think there was like $15 in there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a good wallet.
Yeah.
So I was like, here you go, mate, go for it, take it.
You can have my Rip Curl wallet, it's fine.
Yeah.
Don't even care.
Just
The
don't think
Velcro doesn't work anymore, it's all frayed.
The Velcro's useless.
Yeah.
And I saw that because I pretended I didn't see it, but I just sort of watched the corner of my eye.
What do you mean?
What am I going to do? The guy's like, I got a knife.
What do you
I
mean?
was young
though?
too. I don't know the ninja skills I know now. So I'll tell you what, if I could go back in time,
I tell you what, though, you've just pretended that your mate wasn't getting robbed and you've just, continued to rock out to Obi Trice.
Then he came back. I'm like, what just happened? He's like, I just got robbed.
Oh, okay. You're like, ugh, what just happened, mate? I didn't even see anything.
How many people got rolled that night watching 50 Cent?
Yeah, it's true. He brings the gangster vibes, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he really did. And there was definitely a gangster vibe. You should have seen it at Homebush, completely filled up. And there was this weird smell in the air. So weird. I'd never smelled it before.
Was it like, did it smell like pine or what was it? Like a tree smell?
Yeah, like a tree burning, but also with hair mixed into it as well.
Yeah.
It was definitely, I'd never experienced it before. It was crazy.
I don't know. I don't know what that was. 13, 24, 10 if you've got... No, I'm just joking. What did you see at the concert? The concert edition. Let's go to Ellen. Hey, Ellen.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Good morning. What did you see at the concert?
So we went to the Taylor Swift concert on Friday night, which was amazing.
Yeah.
And one of the guys there watching just full did the tumble down the stairs. He must have been a little intoxicated, but full rolled down the stairs, kicked one poor girl in the head and landed on my ankle.
Yeah, it's good. There he goes.
Ellen, was this before the concert or after?
No, this was during the concert, so it was pitch black. We all had to put our torches on so this poor guy could get up. He just gets up as if nothing's happened, gone back to his seat with another drink.
That's what you do as well. You pretend like nothing happened. He's got a compound fracture.
Yeah.
And he still just walks it off.
The only thing that could make this story better is if he sort of fell and held his beer and didn't spill it.
Yeah.
No drink in hand, unfortunately, but that would have been worth capturing on video for sure.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Ellen.
We're going back in time. Hazy's on this Daisy.
Yeah, welcome to Wacky Wednesday, the On This Daisy version. 21st of February. Joes, let's go back to 1907. Bondi Surf Bathers Lifesaving Club was established in Bondi in Sydney. It's the oldest active surf lifesaving club in the world.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, as far as I know, not a single wanker has ever paraded around Bondi. I don't think they exist. I don't reckon they've ever gone there.
Me either.
I mean, I don't know much about what happens in Sydney, but I can just assume that doesn't happen.
No. Is that the one with the pool where the ocean washes over the pool?
Yeah, is that in icebergs?
Yeah, icebergs. Yes.
No wankers there.
No,
either.
none.
Never.
I've never seen any.
2012, the most tosses of a pancake in 1 minute was achieved by Australian Brad Jolly, who managed an astounding 140 tosses at Martin Place in Sydney.
Which coincidentally is how many tosses you'll see at icebergs any given weekend. 140.
2021, Novak Djokovic won his 9th Australian Open tennis title in Melbourne. He has now since won 10. I don't think we love Novak as much as we should.
We probably don't give him as much credit as we should. I think it was the whole vaccination thing that everyone went, not sure about you.
But also there was this moment where he was doing impersonations of everyone and everyone's like, this guy's quite funny. And then there was a couple of times where he just absolutely blew up.
Yeah.
And he might have blown up at some umpires and ball kids and all sorts of things like, whoa, what's really going on, Novak? Who are you? No one saw him on February 21st in 2000. Pure Shores by All Saints, which reminds me of the movie The Beach.
Yes, where they're on the island and, things went pear-shaped, didn't they?
Yeah, all sorts of shenanigans.
It looked idyllic, but, damn, it wasn't.